Hey, good morning, YouTube. Hello, subscribers. Hello, friends and family. Hello, beautiful people. Hope all is well. I'm once again on my trailer, picking up bits and pieces of my previous load because I don't want them to be flying off my trailer while I'm driving and becoming a hazard, bouncing up off the freeway and bouncing up on and hitting somebody's windshield, or now that's worst case scenario. Just littering, also don't want that. These are just little plastic pieces and some wooden like edge protector like things, and so my hand is getting kind of full. Wish I had another hand. Oh wait, I do. It's holding my camera. I'm gonna have to probably come back. My hand's getting full. So anywho, I am in Memphis. Oh, look at, here's a TMC driver. Woo! TMC! Woo! There we go, another TMC driver. I did the horn honk sign. You guys didn't see it. I don't think you saw me doing it, but anywho, let me get in my truck here, throw this stuff away, get back up on my trailer, and collect the rest of the trash. Let's see what's going on. So I had an interesting day yesterday. I had the load that I added at the front of this video. It was not an easy load at all. I used up all 18 wrenches. It had to be tarped, and the tarps barely touched, the ends barely touched each other. So I had to throw a 2-inch strap over the middle of them to make sure that that back tarp did not balloon up. And I used every single one of my bungees, and I actually needed to ask another driver that was in there from another company if I could have a few of his bungees. Him and I talked prior to me asking him that, so it wasn't just like spur, hey man, can I have some bungees? We chatted a little bit, and he was and then I asked him for some a little bit later, and he was kind enough to let me borrow, or let me have, a couple of his bungees. So not too bad. Us truckers, we like to help each other out. And speaking of helping out, I did something kind of epic. Not epic, it really wasn't anything major, but there was a really heavy set truck driver at that LaPorte plant that I was picking up that lumber, and he had his lumber tarps on top of his load. His load was already secured, but he was telling that other driver that gave me those bungees about a bum knee, having a bad knee, and having to get surgery. And he's got to try to climb up onto this load of lumber and roll his tarps out. I'm small, I'm agile, and yeah, he signed up for this gig and knew that was going to be a possibility. But I went ahead and got up there. I jumped up on his trailer and his lumber, and I rolled out his tarps, the back first and then the front one. It was just the right thing to do. This guy would have, who knows, he could have really hurt himself or something. So man, I'm finding bits and pieces of this stuff all over my trailer. So that was really cool. He was very thankful, and he hooked me up with the bungee for doing so. So I needed it for that tarping job. But another interesting thing, so when I left there, that load again was going from pretty much Houston, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. Long drive. I drove 650 miles, and very long drive. And how to explain this? When I left there, it said it was going to take 11 hours and 20 minutes to get here to Memphis, and I had to drive already 10 minutes to, or no, 16 minutes to the shipper from my previous night's consignee. So I was short roughly 26 minutes from being able to make it to Memphis, Tennessee. Well, when I left, I just hauled butt, did 65, no driving nice and slow for my good miles per gallon, nothing like that. So I did my load checks. I stopped into my load checks, of course, and I got all the way to Rayville, Louisiana. It's roughly halfway. It's a little bit more than halfway. And by that point, I gained, let me see, I was down like 26 minutes or so. I gained about 20 minutes. I was roughly 6 minutes short at that point of being able to make it all the way here to Memphis and to my consignee. So I stopped and did my 30, and I rolled out. By the time I got onto that freeway, oh, okay, so now here's the big part of the story. I'm sorry. I had two different routes to be able to take up here to Memphis from Rayville, Louisiana. One of them, so option A, okay, we're gonna call it option A. You know what, I'm gonna do this. I see the sun is kind of making, and I'm pacing back and forth. Let me do this again. I liked how that looked on my last video, so I'm gonna do this again. All right, here we go. All right, back to the story. There was option A. Option A was taking a bunch of side roads, country roads and all that. It was 55 miles shorter route. And it was 5 minutes quicker than option B. Option B was 55 miles longer, 5 minutes longer. So I was already, you know, stressing out about being able to make it to my consignee here in Memphis by nighttime. And that option A, 55 miles shorter, 5 minutes shorter or quicker, seemed like a good option. But I went ahead and did the crazy thing. I chose the freeway route, which is 55 miles longer, 5 miles longer. I chose that route. So when I ended up leaving that pilot in Rayville, Louisiana, I had like 11 minutes to catch up on, and thankfully, believe it or not, this helped out tremendously. A driver flashed me to go at a stop sign, and I was able to get in front of him, and then was able to get in front of this other truck, and I ended up gaining a bunch of time there because I did not stop at that red light. So by the time I hit the road, I was 7 minutes on. By the time I got onto the freeway full speed, I was 7 minutes short of being able to make it here to Memphis. Well, I ended up making it here to Memphis at my consignee with 5 minutes to spare. So it was incredible. It was intense, and I'm glad I did it. I made it all the way over here. I had places picked out along the route, some Walmart that had really good ratings. There was some rest areas along getting close to Memphis that I was ready to stop at if I wasn't going to be able to make it, but I made it. I made it, and made it with 5 minutes to spare. I got here at 11:40 p.m. so I'm still waiting. I'm waiting here for my clock to reset. Got here at 11:40. I set my alarm for 5:30. This place opens up at 7:30, but that securement was something else. I had a lot of load securement on that load. I had a lot of bungees, so I woke up at 5:30 and started unbunging and started unstrapping most of my straps. I left about 4 or 5 so I could get into their yard safely, and was able to get it all done. So I'm really glad I chose that longer mileage route, and because it ended up working out. I didn't have to do all the stop signs and the stop lights and all of that other route was going to have me do. It was just all freeway miles, and which meant better gas mileage too. So instead of that stop and go stuff. So anyways, yeah, that was pretty insane. I can't believe I chose a longer route, but it's all right. Everything worked out great. I'm unloaded and I'm ready to rock and roll. Today is, oh yeah, I got a few more things. I'm grabbing my phone over here. Hold on. Ugh. A couple other cool things. Thankfully, you know, just my last video I was talking about how revenue is kind of down, but I hit over 5,000 this week. So I'm happy about that. Just over 5,000. I think it's like 5,033 for the week, which is great. And something else really cool. I am at 91,451 accident-free miles. I am very close to hitting that 100,000 mark, which is really, really cool. I should hit that probably sometime next month. Yeah, definitely sometime next month. And so that's really, really neat. Another thing that I think is kind of interesting, I have done over 100 loads so far with TMC. I have done 124 loads and no cargo claims. I'm 100% on that. So nothing broken on my loads that I have delivered, and I have delivered 124 loads. Super cool, and especially that 91,000 accident-free miles. So very proud of myself on that. I'll let you guys know when I hit 100,000. Other than that, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's payday. Tomorrow's going home. I'm gonna got a nice short load, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'm picking up out of Owens Corning here in Memphis. I'm gonna pick up a load of shingles, and I love shingles. It's only about a 240-mile drive down to Mendenhall, Mississippi, which is great. I should get there early afternoon, mid-afternoon, which means I could get some sleep, because I had very little sleep last night. Getting here at 11:40, maybe going to sleep around 12:10, and then waking up around 5:20, 5:30. So I didn't get much sleep last night. Looking forward to getting a lot of sleep tonight. Getting a lot of sleep tonight. So, all right, you guys. Hey, be good. Smile. You got a great one.